Hi YouTube family, it's Daughter of the Most High. I was scrolling on YouTube and there was a video in my feed that I felt drawn to. And I'm not subscribed to this channel. The channel is Appalachia's Homestead with Patera. And she entitled her video, Did I Have a Vision? And I will play a little bit of it. She still sounds a little bit rattled about as she shares about it, so I won't play it at length, but I'll play a portion of it, and then we'll chat for a bit.
But I've never had this happen before. And I've been very hesitant to talk about it because this has kind of rocked my world, and I know it's serious, at least I feel it is. And when things like this happen, you wonder, am I losing my mind? Maybe, but now I don't think so. So I look to my left, and over the line of trees, which is very vast, I saw some form of a being. Now, it didn't come down from the sky. It wasn't like I saw it fall down from the sky. It was already above the trees, and it was like it was coming down over the tree line and was landing. And I'm going to describe it to you because some of you are going to go, I think you're going to possibly go 2 or 3 different ways with this. I already have my answer, I'm pretty sure. So the main thing that I don't want is to be afraid to talk about it, because I feel it is in some form a message, and I don't.
It is definitely a message. There's no question about it. And regarding her vision, I think the spirit realm was open to her. I don't think it was a vision. I think the spirit realm was open to her. So she's in her car, she's looking out the passenger window, and she sees this thing. And it had like a human body. It was very large. It was black. And she says one wing is the size of a school bus. So this being has 2 wings, and the wings are the size of a school bus, each wing. So it's very, very large. And so that was alarming for her to see. She's going along her day, and all of a sudden she sees something supernatural. Well, I do believe that the Lord gave her this to share with us. She does have 565,000 subscribers for her Homestead channel, and there's 124,221 views on this particular video that she posted on June 30th, and then had said that she saw this being a couple days prior. So she said the wings were very, I don't know if it's intricate, I don't know the exact word, but there's this supernatural being, and he's landing, somewhere near this expanse of trees, and it's very large. Now she goes on to say that she believes, because she was not afraid, of course she's surprised, but she's not afraid, she wasn't in fear, that she didn't feel like it was something from, the enemy, from the pit, from hell. She said that she believed that it was, one of God's angels. Well, I have never heard or read in the Word about black angels other than demons, devils, darkness, that sort of thing. So I don't necessarily agree. Do I know for sure 100%? No, but I don't think so. She's thinking because she wasn't afraid of it, other than being very, very surprised and taken aback. So at about, let me see if I can find it here, at about the 11-minute mark, she heard this.
Yes, this is why I switched to injection-free weight loss.
Commercial.
I was eating healthy, working out every day.
I don't feel I know. I heard is we are here. I didn't feel scared. I wasn't intimidated.
So she heard, "We are here." And I think that's what's important about it, is seeing it and that message. She heard, "We are here." And I find that interesting and a bit alarming. Now, we know the times. Those of us that are watchers and follow the end time, the remnant, we know the times that we live in, and we know that things are really going to amp up any day. And I picture that, her seeing that and hearing that. And I prayed, I said, "God, I'm not 100% sure what that means." That it's like the veil has been lifted. And one person in her comments, I believe, mentioned that. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, right here. The veil is lifting and we will see a lot. And then I liked that. Yeah, because I agree. The veil is lifting. And sometimes myself, lately, I've been seeing things peripherally. Look at how many comments she has, 3,578. But I will see things peripherally, and I think, what was that? And it's usually something small, and as soon as I turn my head, it goes away, but it's been happening a lot. So I do think that the veil is definitely very thin and lifting from the spirit realm. And so I'm just like, okay, Lord, I'm not sure exactly what this means. I do think it is the darkness, although I'm not, a being from the dark side. And I had been scrolling and watched a little bit of another video where this woman had a stroke, and her sister and her family were taking care of her, and it got to be too much of a burden, and somehow she had died and had this vision, I'm going to tell you, or not had vision, but experience, and then was brought back. And so while she was deceased, she had gone up to heaven and saw a broken clock. And she saw it was very broken. It was like shattered, a shattered clock. And the message to her was that time's done. Time's up. And I had, I think there's a number of us, myself included, who have seen and heard, time is nearly up, time is up, that sort of thing. We are so at the end. And then there was someone else who had some experience where, the message was that the last 6 months of 2025, things are going to go from A to Z plus very quickly, 0 to 100 and beyond very quickly. So our time is very short, and I wanted to share that with you because I do believe that's a message. She was given a message, and she did the right thing. She shared it. And then those of us that can hear it, or watch her video and hear that, then we can share it with others, which is what I'm doing. I felt led by God to share this. So that's all I have for you, fam. I'm going to pray about it some more. And if the Lord speaks to me about it, again, we know the time, we know the season, we know our time is short. But if the Lord speaks anything else to me, I'll be sure to share it with you, fam. So, again, pray about this message and just abide, draw near, write rapture letters. We're doing the everything right now. We're doing the everything. Our time is so short. All right, fam, I will see you soon. Take care.